Shannon, who deserves the blame for the
He was
loss?
just speaking. You heard it. It was just speaking. That was him, Skip. Your guy. The guy that you said doesn't turn the football over. The guy that you said is the best young quarterback, he's better than walk it to him. Oh, no, Skip. Because here's the thing. Dak Prescott is most responsible. Because sometimes if you have a decent team, and I believe the Cowboys are a decent team, you can overcome bad quarterback play or marginal quarterback play if he doesn't turn the ball over. But when he's not playing well and he turns the ball over, Skip, you're not overcoming that. They had an opportunity, a golden opportunity. Okay, they missed the chip shot field goal. Okay, no harm, no foul. You'd like to have those 3 points. But they get the ball back. They go down and get a touchdown. 7-0. Should have been 10-0. Now they force Mariota to take the ball away from him. Now, Skip, you're about to put a stranglehold on this. You're about to go up 14-0. It's second down. And I told you what was going to happen. I said they're going to force feed him, Skip, because Jerry needed to show and Dak want to get him involved. Like, ooh, he transitioned. He can accelerate that quick twitch. It's been a while since I've seen that. That's what Dak said. Anyway, Dez Bryant says, well, okay, I'm just sitting over here. Dez. But anyway, Skip Bayless, why would he force that ball? You told me a guy takes care of the ball. He only had 4 interceptions. Look it up. Jenny, that's what Skip Bayless told me. He had the greatest rookie season at quarterback in NFL history.
You disagree? You disagree? You can't refute it. He did.
I don't remember asking you to speak.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to speak.
I think that's a fact.
No.
Well, you never refuted it. You never told me I was wrong.
Is it my turn?
Because it was right. He did, but that's in the past. That's in the distant past.
Are you going to let me speak? Is it my turn?
No, I just got to clean up your messes.
Well, okay, we'll clean that up last night.
Okay.
How you going to clean that up?
Go ahead.
Well, okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn.
Because when it's my turn, it's over.
You interrupted me for 35 seconds since the start of last season. His 10 games of 2 or more turnovers is tied. Now, here's the list you do not want to be on. Skip. Guess who was on that list with?
Yep.
Jameis Winston. You know he turned the ball over.
No, terrible.
Derek Carr. Deshaun Kaiser. That's the list that Dak's on.
Yep.
Now, last night, old Mariota looked like Brady Rogers. Your guy looked like...
No, he looked like Tom Brady.
No, Skip.
Just Tom Brady.
Will you stop interrupting me? Why are you...
Don't put those two guys in the same sentence. You can't after what happened Sunday.
Well, how about if I put this guy in the same sentence with Nathan Peterman?
Okay.
Dak Prescott is playing like the Peterman.
He is.
Yeah.
I agree.
No.
That's the best point you just made.
I don't need you to agree. I just want you to sit back and just let me have my moment.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn yet.
The clock is ticking.
It is not ticking. You keep interrupting me. If you don't mind, okay, you can answer this for me. Just answer this one thing and I'm going to move on. Can you tell the people at home what was Dak Prescott's QBR?
I don't know. When,
you don't know? Yeah, last night.
All I know is he has plummeted all the way to 25th in the NFL. That's all I care about.
Plummeted?
Yeah.
He was at 20th, so he didn't drop that far.
He was 3rd his first year and 4th last year. Now he's 25th. You asked me, I told you.
Now, why do you do that? But anyway.
Hey, by the way, Aaron Rodgers is 22nd.
All I'm saying is this, is that if you look at the first quarter, they were riding along good, but the offense was going through Zeke. Zeke was getting his touches. He was running the football. Somehow they've convinced themselves that Dak Prescott is the answer, and they want him to be Patrick Mahomes. They want him to be walk it to him. And so instead, they're getting away from what makes this offense successful, and that's Ezekiel Elliott. Now, you can keep banging your head against the wall and says, Dak is the answer. And Jerry Jones can keep saying, well, we're talking about Jerry the other, but he's not evaluating. But Skip Bayless, I don't know how much more you need to see before you come to the realization that I knew to be true for a very, very long time. Dak Prescott can play, but the offense need to go through Zeke Elliott. And if you're asking him to be the guy that says, you know what, we're going to hop on your back, Dak, take us to where we need to be, that's not happening. So I lay this. Now, you might look at Jason Garrett, but I lay this loss at the feet of Dak Prescott.
You finished?
Yeah.
That's all you got, because here I go. I would like to announce I can no longer defend my Dallas Cowboys. In fact, it's very hard for me to say the word my. I think they're just the Dallas Cowboys, because what we saw last night at Jerry World was exactly what the record says we saw. We saw a bad 3-5 football team. This team will not win the division. This team will not make the playoffs. And you were right. You will win the bet, because this team is no closer to the playoffs than Dallas is to Paris, France. Not Paris, Texas. Paris, France. Because that was pathetic. And the shock of the night for me, Jerry said candidly after the game, I didn't see that coming. Well, I didn't see this coming because all the way to this moment, I can't decide which was worse, scary bad Dak or the defense. The defense came in last night, the number one scoring defense in all of pro football, coming off a bye week against the 30th ranked Tennessee offense. And because I went to Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee, I have a whole bunch of friends who are Tennessee fans, and they were dreading last night because they thought Tennessee couldn't score a single point at Dallas.
I gave him 10.
You gave them 10. What did I give them? I can't remember. I think I gave them higher than. No, it's 20 to 10. That's what I said, 10. Yeah. So, what did we see? What we saw was, I don't think Marcus Mariota is very good. And I still don't think he's very good because he often looks like a wide receiver without much of an arm trying to play quarterback. Have you ever seen anybody throw push passes like he does? He does like shot put passes. He throws Nerf passes with a slow release and not much velocity, and he completed so many that they went 11 of 14 on third down. Yeah. I couldn't watch it anymore. The defense, again, I agree with everything you said about Dak Prescott, but the double jeopardy was the defense was as pathetic as I've seen it over the last 3 years, and a couple times last year, I thought it was the worst defense in the NFL. What is going 11 of 14 for Marcus Mariota? You turn him into Tom Brady. Every time the ball left his hand, I said, we got that. We'll either defend it or we will pick it. And every time it went to a wide open receiver who's just looking around like, really? I got this? 11 of 14? Did we ever even slow them down?
No.
I don't think we did. So, now, I want to frame this by saying that as long as I've been rooting for this football team, and I went to my first game at the Cotton Bowl in 1961, as long as I've been rooting for this team, in all my years, I have never watched a more devastating, disillusioning, just downright disgusting game as that one last night because of the circumstance. You're coming off a bye. You land Amari Cooper. You talk Hudson Houck, the greatest offensive line coach I was ever around, out of retirement at age 75 to try to fix the offensive line.
They look worse.
You're 3-0 at home. Remember, they're 3-0 at home, and you put yourself in position in that game to be up. You didn't go into the gory detail. They should have been up 21-0. Yeah. The first 3 times they have the football, they go 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 23, and they wind up with 0 points because they missed the field goal.
Yep.
And then it's 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 15, and they cashed it. Finally, Amari ran a little in and out.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he hit him for the touchdown. Then they get it, to your point, 1st and goal at the 4, and he makes the single worst play of his NFL career, did Dak Prescott. So as I go deeper into Dak, this is the moment of truth. I can no longer defend that. That was pathetic. What did I tell you yesterday? This wasn't just a must win. This was you better win or heads will roll. Mm-hmm. And that includes the quarterback and the head coach. And we'll get to the head coach here in a little bit.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. Mm-hmm. Are you saying you can't defend that throw or you can no longer defend Dak Prescott?
His whole year. I can't defend his year. I just said he's 25th in QBR. I can't defend. I could defend 3rd the first year. I could defend 4th last year. I thought he was really very good last year given that Zeke cloud that hung over the team all year. Is he going to play or not going to play? And then when he comes back, will they be better? And they went 9-7, and he was 4th overall in QBR. Well, I can defend that. But this was unforgivable and indefensible because let's look at 2 plays. Because on the first series, he on 3rd and 7 from the, what did it get down to? The 20, 3rd and 7 from the 20. Mm-hmm. This is, you got to make a play. You're at home. This is the turning point of your season. This is sink or swim. And he throws the fade to Amari Cooper. And again, is he Amari happy? Is it Amari dependent? But he throws a fade route. He just throws it out of bounds. Yeah. That's not even a jump ball. Well, if this is the game of the year for you, this is the turning point game, you can't make a throw that poorly that early in the game. And he'd already missed Cole Beasley. I think Cole got held on the play, but he missed him over the middle when he looked like he was open, and they called holding. But then we get down to the fateful play that you talked about. It's only 2nd and goal. It's not even 3rd and goal.
Right.
And what did we see? We saw Dak fading back with that gun-shy body language that I've seen more and more of, because he just looked like he's looking for the rush. You know, they always say Brady's so great because he never sees the rush. Well, he's looking for the rush, and he lobs a lollipop only in Amari's direction, as if Amari is 7 feet tall. He's 6'1". He's not Rico Gathers.
And he's double covered.
He's not just doubled. He's doubled by 2 really good players, their best corner and their best safety. That's an all-pro safety in Kevin Byard, who's all over him. And it's not even close. It's the all-time most boneheaded, wrong-headed decision you could ever make, because the game is teetering, as you said.
Yes.
You could be up 21-0. Well, at least at that point, you could be up 14-0.
Yeah.
And could Tennessee come back from 14-0? I don't know. I'm not sure, because they can't score until you give them life and you give them new inspiration, and then they gain momentum and they gain confidence, and then they just couldn't be stopped on offense. And it all swung on that play. And then what did Kevin Byard do? He went San Francisco T.O., and he ran to the star in the middle of the field, and he celebrated on the star. And you know what? It was brazen, and you can say it was out of bounds, but it was beautiful, because it drove a stake right through Dallas's heart. And I believe at that point, at that moment, that was the turning point and the closing point for this football team this year. I believe that football team lost heart and lost faith in its quarterback, because it was such a bad decision throwing in the direction of your new target, your new wideout. And Kevin Byard adds insult to injury by running all the way to the star and celebrating. Then I thought it was weird that it was like deja voodoo, because a number 31 came flying in. George Teague was 31, and Byron Jones comes flying in. God bless him, and tries to knock him off the star. But the point was made. Byard got away with it, because it's the turning point emotionally and mentally for the football team. You know this. How are you going to respond? I immediately tweeted, okay, make him regret it. Get mad and go make him regret it. Make him eat that, right? And what happened? Mariota made the defense eat it again and again and again.
Skip, I can see why you're disappointed, because as you mentioned, the Tennessee Titans have the 30th ranked offense. You have the #1 scoring defense and a top 5 defense. And for them to go get 28, and you would have thought your defense, because they are ranked so high, going against that defense, they would struggle. They didn't struggle, Skip. No. Mariota got what he wanted. And when you look at this game, and back to the touchdown celebration, so I guess this is where we're headed. Everybody's remaking. You know, they remade Magnum P.I., they remade Hawaii Five-0. So the Sharpie is coming, Skip Bayless. I just want you to know the Sharpie, the river dance, the proposal on the sideline, the pom-pom.
We're there.
That's where we're headed. But back to on the field. Skip, I'm not seeing the progression that you would want to see in a third-year quarterback. As a matter of fact, I think you could agree with this. You're seeing regression.
It's going the wrong way.
You're seeing regression.
It's just terrible. And again, you know how hard the position is to play.
Yes.
Once you start to lose confidence in yourself, and that's what I'm seeing.
Yes.
I'm seeing gun shy. I'm seeing ghosts.
Right.
I'm seeing, what's going to happen next? I'm seeing careless with the football, because you keep trying too hard to make a play that isn't there.
It's not there. Why would you? The thing that you said you wanted to get away from is that the single coverage, it forced you to go to Dez, and sometimes you force throws to him. Okay.
Terrible.
This guy's double covered. I understand he just got there. You like the way he run routes. Yes, he can accelerate. But, Skip, sometimes it's better to live to see another day. Get to third down, and then who knows what happens. So maybe if you go up 10-0, maybe it changes the landscape. But once you turn that ball over there, and they go down the field and get a touchdown, and it's a 7-7 ball game, all bets are off.